I ain't got no flaws, so please don't bring your hoe around me. I brush my teeth and floss. Give up what they say about me, cause I ain't got no flaws. So please don't bring your hoe around me. What's up, family? Sorry, I'm kind of sick, so excused. You know, excuse-moi-toi. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all could be French. Take it how it resonates. I don't know why I just like that. But I gotta, right? So, I'm gonna call my download. Cairo broke my ocean. Or no, I broke my ocean. Let me not blame that on Cairo. That was me. My goodness. But so a download that I got was that I was watching this movie on Tubi called Alice. If y'all seen that with Keke Palmer, I believe that's Keke Palmer, Keelan the Big girl. You know what I'm saying? And in this movie, she was a slave. Child, she ran away and she found out that it's what 19 fucking it's the 70s. It's 1970s. You know what I'm saying? Baby, a slave. Like you would think in a movie that it's old time. She run on the highway and it's a car. Her? You know what I'm saying? So basically, they about to put her in the psych ward, all this extra stuff, right? Long story short, they lied. Her owner basically lied to her. She did not know that, slave free. You know what I'm saying? So when she ran on the highway and she ran into the man Frank, right, which is common. You know what I'm saying? He basically was telling her like, what you mean by free? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we been free. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she just was like, no, we not. And he like, everybody thinks she crazy because, she really wasn't a slave. Like, if y'all was to watch the movie, it's on Tubi. It's called Alice. You know what I'm saying? It's really good. And so people thought she was crazy, like what she was saying. But whole time, once she came, I'm like, yo, either she went through a portal or they really had them mentally entrapped, right? So then I was taking notes because there was certain things that called to me in the movie, right? So fear. So someone said is, why don't we just overpower him and leave? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, and she was like, it don't make sense. And it's so crazy because I said that somewhere, either here on TikTok, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? If we was to overpower the government, like, we would win. Like, if instead of blacks and Spanish and whites and Asians and all this extra shit, if we was all to come together, like, it don't matter what color your skin is. Do you have a vagina? Do you have a penis? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, as far as human beings, instead, we so divided by religion. Oh, if you a Catholic, I don't like you. If you spiritual, you a witch. If you Muslim, you a fucking, what they call them? The people that bring the bombs and shit, whatever It's like, at the end of the day, it's like so many stereotypes that make us separated and dynamic, right? Because if we was to come together and be united, we would have a whole. But if you would put, like, a Muslim and what's another, I don't know, like a Catholic or something, I don't think they really be beefing. But I'm trying to think, like, who? Jehovah Witness, they be kind of judgmental. Like, if you was to put a Jehovah Witness, a spiritual person in the same room, honey, the hate. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, we're both women, we're both men. Take how I resonate. Child, I was trying to be a lady, but so it's just like, yeah. So then the fear that it bring, right? Because the mom, she was like a bunch of white men out there looking to keep us, sell us, or kill us. So that's the fear. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the what if. And that's when I just was like, damn, I wonder. Because I said that too in a read before where I said that why the slaves didn't overpower them. But it's the fear. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's out there. You don't know if other white people gonna get you. You don't know, right? So you know what I'm saying? That's why. But they brainwash you and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then brainwash was the last download message I got because first of all, they was in the church. They gonna go to church. And the preacher of the church is basically that they need to start fucking, they call the black people the domestic, that they need to start breeding the domestic basically, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that was still brainwashing. Mind you, they trying to keep it like how it was during slavery times. You know what I'm saying? We're in 1970 now, so just imagine somewhere in Georgia somewhere, it's probably some white people that got people as like slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like dead ass. Like it's probably, I don't know if it's like that now, but then crazy, right? So then all that's the download I got, brainwashing, of course. You know, that's what they do. They like to brainwash us and, you know, keep us all controlled in the tactic, right? And then the last download I got was at the end, boo. She came in. Alice came in. She had her little guns, her little pew pew. You know what I'm saying? And she just was basically like, you know, I'ma let them see that this shit is a lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? We free. We sitting here having this brainwash of, oh yeah, we enslaved and they people gonna kill us. And oh, when you go out into the world, other black people walking around killing people with afros and smoking weed and shit. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like times is really different. And so she go back and she go get her people. You know what I'm saying? Let my people go. She go back and she get her people, right? And up at the end, cause he like basically he keeps trying to that fear in her, like, oh, you're not leaving and this, that, and the third. I gave you a good life and all this extra bullshit. That's crazy, delusional. But y'all have to watch it to get it right. So then she like shoot him in his knees. She tie his ass up and she put him on a little pole and shit. Cause she like, I ain't finna kill you. They finna come pick your ass up, but I'm just gonna hurt you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like that's what. But I can. But you know what's so crazy? The same. Sorry, y'all. Not to get sidetracked, but when she pinned this motherfucker up to the pole and she just was sitting there and looking at him, I got a download from a dream that I had. And if you remember, I said this dream a couple times in different reads and I just talked about it recently. I had a dream that I was captivated in the basement with my twin and another female. I don't remember the female. I don't know her name, none of that shit, okay? But I know it was my twin, right? And him and the female was scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all know, like, most black people, like, slaves be scared of shit. They be scared to run away. Because, you know, like, the fear, right? So, in my dream, I remember, like, we was in a basement or some shit. I don't know. We was, like, in a basement. It was weird. It was, like, giving rapey. Like, they took us down there to rape us or something. But, like, you know what I'm saying? We was in a basement. And it was like kind of weird, but it was this window, and I remember breaking something off, and I was telling them to just go through the window or something, right? Because I found like a sledgehammer. Child, I never seen the man's face. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't see his face because I literally beat his fucking face in with the sledgehammer. But all I remember is that I told them to go out the window, and then he came down. It was like just a man. And he honestly was old, too. I remember after I did fuck him up, I'm like, I thought, like, I'm not gonna, why the fuck did I do it? Why the fuck didn't my twin do it? Like, you a whole man. I was kind of mad at my twin in the dream a little bit, because I'm like, why the fuck you don't hit a boat? Like, you pussy ass. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck did I have to kill this man? You big, like, you know, you a whole man. You scared to kill this man? Why did I have the balls to kill this man, but you didn't? But I'm not gonna lie, they do resonate. I am stronger than my twin. So it makes sense now. But I do remember being mad at my twin because I just was looking at him like, this, and it's an old head. I remember I came out after I beat this old head in that fucking kidnapped us or captivated us, whatever the fuck he did. He was dead. And he kidnapped us and put us in the fucking basement. And then when I beat his head in and I went outside to meet them, and I remember telling them, like, I should have been did this. And then I remember just looking at my twin like, bitch ass nigga. Like this nigga was old as fuck. Like really, you could have probably took him down. And yet again, a lady does it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just like giving that. Like, you know, when she looked at him and it just was giving like, I should have been did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that time, all them, like, just imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? You being captivated and enslaved and, you know what I'm saying? It's like you find out that this is not even how reality really is. Should have been killed them motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I had came, like, on my download. Sorry, y'all, because I do got a little cold. I don't know if I'm going through another little ascension, because that's the only time I really get sick, or the seasons change. But, yeah. But, yeah, those are the downloads that I was getting. And also, too, 9:33 on the timer. And also, too, like I said, it just was calling the simple fact of society now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit's about to get real, real, real bad. You know what I'm saying? And for me to be a person that works for the people, like, that's my job. I love doing it. I love helping people. I love giving people resources. I love making sure people okay. Shit's already bad. Shit's about to get really, really, really bad. And I just really pray and hope that everybody can have their head and mental on a swivel just a little bit. I hope and pray that everybody will be okay. Find ways, find means. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe that, you know, the lazy shit, it's time to ascend. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely time to ascend. We was living in a lot of dark shit, including myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that I realize I really don't have self-control. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I want to learn to grasp onto a little bit. Have a little bit more self-control. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just time for things to change. And sometimes they get bad before it can get good, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. But just really keep y'all heads together. Be there and love. That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it comes down to certain stuff, people could talk their little shit, but it's gonna be a lot of people are hungry. And we get food stamps. Like, I tell people all the, like, when food stamps was out here heavy, and you like understand how you could be homeless. You know what I'm saying? And of course, oh yeah, because, you know, I guess you need an address. But, you know, you could finesse that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get that shit sent to a church, something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could finesse it a little bit. It's like just giving the energy where, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but even then, not really yet. So I'm just saying, no, well, I mean, this tactic is be pointless now because they about to shut down EBT. But before, you could just walk into this and fill out the application and they give you the card that day. And then you just reload. If you got a phone, bitch, call and see if you got food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I used to it. You know, at the end of the day, like, I work for a nonprofit. Like, my job is to service people. You know what I'm saying? Shit already be kind of hard for me because, and that's why I really be humble. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I see what people be thinking, that no shade that, oh, I be going through shit. No, it really be people going through shit. It's really people that got it bad. Like, and don't get me wrong, it's some people that I work with, they making more money than me. They doing, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like the simple effect of to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's why I be so grateful. That's why I'm humble, because I realize that, you know, shit can change. You know what I'm saying? You could be living real good, then living real bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. But from what I have seen, you know, people be struggling and shit like that. Shit is about to get bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this whole government shutdown. In the United States, for where, you know, because, you know, I don't think everybody got the whole government shutdown. So I be having people from, like, different countries and shit watching. In the United States, like, you know, they taking away the EBT and all that. And I don't know how that's going to work, because we didn't have enough food in the pantry to feed the people we have, and that's when y'all have food stamps. So just imagine when y'all stamps, how many more people gonna be coming, and how much less food we gonna have. It's just like, you know, I just wonder if people gonna be like, if this gonna be the time, how people gonna act. Like, if people gonna be killing each other, like, you know, kind of wondering, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna be killing each other, shit about to go to destruction, or if we gonna really come together and find ways. Because if we was really smart enough, you know what I'm saying, we will come to find ways. Start some firms, bitch. Food is getting high. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we really plant our own food. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most of the food that we have in the markets and shit, not even real. They doing all this extra shit just to keep us buying it. And that shit don't even be real. Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it, like, honestly, if you even sit and really think about it, fruits should energize you. Like, fruits don't even energize me like that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually about to go on a little cleanse. Just a little. I want to see if I can gain some self-control because I have none. And, you know, I want to stop eating meat. I'm trying to cut the vape. I want to cut out the wine. I just want to see certain things. You know what I mean? Also, too, see if they help my skin. Because I'm 30 years old. My skin still be breaking out, but tighten up. Like, it must be something I'm eating or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm about to step a little bit. Also, to be a little caffeine free. You know what I'm saying? Because the bitch loves good coffee. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like little stuff. You know? And just... And this is decaf tea. I don't care about that. Shit. I try my best. Work in fucking progress. That's gonna be hard for me to get out. Cause I've always been such a foodie. It's so hard. But anyway, but yeah, I hope we able to like really like it's change. You know what I'm saying? Like that ass. It's like just little shit. I don't know. And if you do have the resources to help, like, and I'm not saying just be giving y'all money on shit, because that ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just save your shit, because you never know, bitch. We may have to go on ships and shit. Like, I don't fucking know. But what I will say is, like, if you have the resource to do stuff, like, do it. Like, something that I'm thinking about doing is I know a lot of the kids like it, and I'm thinking about giving them like a couple of dollars to walk around and pick up trash. I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, that's a good little tool for them. They get money because, you know, they're not going to do it unless I get them money. So, like, they get money. And then it's a neighborhood. Like, maybe people can see, too. Like, that's enough. Like, I don't know. I just hate that. Like, where I live at, people just throw trash out. Shit just looks so trifling. Like, you go in certain neighborhoods, they don't have trash. Like, I grew up in a neighborhood where we don't put trash on the... Like, I grew up in West Philly, but we grew up in Overbrook. Like, Overbrook is mean. Like, I don't know. So, and it's not even, like, suburban or none of that. They just care. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like little shit. If y'all able to, like, if you got some little cousins or some little what's the names, like, do something fundamental for real. The world need it, because, you know, just to show others. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to share that. I'm not staying on here long. I had a long day, and I had to work, but it was very successful, so... You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all, and I just want y'all to know that you're not stuck and you're not trapped. You know what I'm saying? And you can live the life that you want to live. Of course, unfortunately, until everyone becomes a whole and we can fight and stand, we're going to have to live the normal life that we live. The 9 to 5, the hustling, the getting by, the surviving and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But also, to make sure that you're finding your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you doing something that's worthwhile. The world fucked up anyway. You might as well make this shit worthwhile. Like, for real. Like, I really think, I don't know if they be throwing piss out the window or what, child. That should be crazy. That should be so nasty. But it's like shit like that. Like, if that really is piss, that's disgusting. Like, you know, I don't know. But, just do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, yeah, I'm going to end it on that note. That just was, like, perfect. It could be water. Let's have faith. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, I don't know, what's the point of throwing anything liquid out the window? Like, what would y'all throw out the window that's liquid? I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, we got to do better in this world. I love y'all. Confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, and I hope that, you know, love yourself, and I hope that you love things around you. And not even just like some guy at my job I call a boiler, right? He like, I was smoking my vape. So he like, is you smoking? And I'm like, yeah, cigarette. He's like, wait, you smoke cigarettes? I said, yeah, vape. Like, I just call vape a cigarette because people be trying to make it seem like vape is weed. Like, no, it's not. It's a vape. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, vape. And he was like, why do you do that? And I was like, cause I got kids. And people be getting on my nerves. It calm me down a little bit, right? And he just was like, he was like, it's not that bad. Like, he was like, it's not that bad. Like, he said, whatever happened in your past, that already happened. You know what I'm saying? It's already done. It's gone. He said, like, you know what I'm saying? He said, and whatever, he said, and for the future don't matter because it ain't here yet. It come. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going to happen. So he said that worry more about right now. And right now, it ain't that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, where I'm standing at in the space, because he was like, he was standing in one square, and he was like, then he jumped into another square. He was like, me standing in that square no longer exists. He was like, you know what I'm saying? This one, he was like, and as I walk, me standing in that one will no longer exist. You know what I'm saying? He said, the moment is what matters the most, right? And he was like, think about that. He was like, in the moment, think about it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit. Like, he said that something that was named too that I thought of, he was like, depression. He was like, depression is fake, right? And I told him, I said, you know what's crazy? I said, I actually do believe that. Like, I feel like that's all a mental thing. He was like, it's a spoiled thing. He was like, people be depressed because they can't have what they want. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, my life is ruined, and this, that, and the third, and all this extra shit, right? He told me about, hold on, what the fuck is that in my day? He told me a story about a guy. Saying like how he was depressed at life because, damn, I don't remember this story. I can't even remember the story. And I don't like saying the stories when it's especially not mine because, you know, it's like, I feel like that's like, so I'm not going to, what's the name, but, and I'm not going to ask him again because I feel like in the moment when I get that advice, whatever sticks with me is supposed to stick with me. And whatever doesn't will either come to me later or it matter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was basically saying like, and then I had my own analogy. Let me think for a second. Okay, so a perfect example, right? I'm going to use me, right? So I went through a fucking mental breakdown. I had got a boot on my car, and I had to go pay the tickets and all this shit, right? Honestly, by the end of the day, it was done. But I had the mental breakdown because I just was annoyed. Like, I just didn't feel like doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to spend the money. Like, I had to spend $8 to do that shit. Like, I just didn't want to spend that money. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just was like shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, I'm just tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was crying to my brother and all that. Like, I'm just tired, bro. Da, da, da. And you know why I was even really crying more? Because in that moment, I'm like, I can't even really be depressed because it's my fault. It's really my fault. Like I'm saying, and that's where the accountability comes in because literally, I was getting the notices in the mail. You know what I'm saying? My ticket was literally $30. My ticket was literally, one ticket was literally, because they do it like every 3 tickets. After 3 traffic tickets, then you get a boot. You get on the boot list or something like that. So literally, one ticket was like fucking $30. The other ticket was 60, and the other one was cheap as shit too. But because I was not paying attention to it, and that was the download I got in the bed too after having that talk with him. Cause I think a lot in the bed. But I was thinking like literally, I said I was so mad and upset, and I was like, you know what? Because, and he said that we be depressed because we don't get things we want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or shit don't happen the way we want. And I was thinking in the bed last night, like, damn, he actually is right, because that tick, like, for instance, I was so sad and depressed and just mad that I had to spend that $800, but that ticket was $30. Like, one of them was $30. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I just went and I just was like, and then I instantly thought of burrito tacos, which I just love burrito tacos. But for a 4-piece, one platter of just tacos is $20. And then if I have Cody, I have to get Cody his own platter, because Cody can eat his own platter. So I'll get burrito tacos, a order for me and Cody, and I will get nachos. You know what I'm saying? Because Cairo gotta eat too, and you know he just gonna eat from me. So yeah. So that's a good $50 right there. And it was like throughout the times I got these tickets, I had to go get burrito tacos about 5 times. So what's 50 times 5? Yo, I'm not good at math. Let's that shit. And then 50, what's that? 100. I don't wanna, oh, 250. 250. I done spent literally 250 on fucking tacos. Like, and once I sat and evaluated that, and I'm like, damn, he right. I can't be mad at nobody but myself, because that ticket was literally $30. That ticket was literally $30. And I spent fucking like 250 on just the tacos, because we eat out a lot. So that's another thing I just be evaluating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's my 5-year plan. I'm trying to work on my finances, because I just spend frivolous, but I spend on things that make me happy. Shit, food really make me happy. Like, especially good food, the ones that like just touch your soul. Like, you just feel happy on the inside. Like, real shit. Sometimes food feel better than sex. Like, that shit just that shit make the coochie moist. It just be good. Like, real shit. I could go for some tacos right now. But it's just like giving that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I could have did it, but I literally learned it to do what I want. And then when shit didn't go my way, I was depressed. Like, I was. Like, so it's just like, that's a good example, I hope, for whoever may need it. But yeah, we not stuck, y'all. And honestly, life could be really easy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just make it hard. And, you know, we not always flip the cards that we get, right? You know what I'm saying? We do have power. And once everybody starts seeing that shit, especially, like, you know, I could be talking a little far-fetched when it comes to us overmen. Like, I just don't understand why we live like this. Like, why don't everybody just be like, fuck it? Like, I'm not like, just imagine everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every single person was to be like, no. Like, I'm not going to work today. I'm not doing nothing. Like, literally, we just want to stay in bed. Like, every single person just stay in the house. Just stay in bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't got no people that's coming out for that like, just imagine, like, say for instance, like, me, I'm a person, I work at a non. Now, I know we have to go out and what's the name, but what if we was to really find ways to adapt to that? Like, to be like, where we not going out and having to fucking work hard and shit. Where we not going out and having, for instance, for me, I'm a fucking single mom in West Philly. I said in West Philly, in North Philly with 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's saying the third. It is saying the third. Like, what if we was to teach our children? Like, no shade. Why the fuck is our kids in school learning about fucking Dr. Martin Luther King? Like, I understand he's important, all that. But how is that important to living? Like, you know what I'm saying? To, like, living every day. I don't never talk about Martin Luther King fucking life. Like, now that I'm a grown-up with adults, that pay bills and got children, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't in the hospital pushing my kids out. Dr. King! Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck no. Why aren't we, like, you know, just like how the world used to be. You know, once upon a time, people would just live. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to get up and make sure we had money for Pico, because then the Pico people gonna come fucking cut our shit off and shit like that ass. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have to worry about none of that shit. You know, you can really get energy from the sun. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we didn't have to worry about all these extra medicines and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we was for healing ourselves. Like, you know, it'd be so crazy. I be giving people remedies and shit. Some people do listen and some people don't. But they be looking like, oh, how you know that? Because it's really just all about fucking Google. It's all about just what you learn, what you can try about. You try some shit. Instead of being on some shit where it's like, oh my God, I gotta go to the, I don't know, what y'all be doing. I can understand you can't fix no broken bone and shit, you know, but then you probably can. You know, probably rip that shit up and all that. That should adjust your body will heal it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure back in the day they didn't have no what's name. What they do, they put a cast on it. So your body heal on its own. The doctor is not in there fixing your bone. Put something over your own leg for it to fix itself. You know what I'm saying? When Cody got hit by a car, you know what I'm saying? His bone came out his leg. You know, then what they did was they fixed his leg so his bone could readjust, but then they just put a cast on, and his body literally healed itself. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I have like fucking Wolverine healing. I'm able to heal really fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with me. Like right now, my skin is doing its own chemical peel and shit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. Like that's why I'm like I might have just go on a little diet. But yeah, it's like we heal ourselves. The way we living is not normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what if we was to just be like, fuck everything? Like, instead of like a lot of shit that we really don't need. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to live. That ass. So, I don't know. It's just food for thought. And maybe it won't be in my generation where real change will take effect. But maybe someone will watch this, or children or people will watch this, or just anything, and the world will change. You know what I'm saying? They can understand that, you know, it's like the world need to go revert back to how it was. All this shit nice and dandy and all that, but I mean, when it comes to just living as human beings, really enjoying life, we living to die now instead of really enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? We trying to like have gold mines and shit. And there's nothing wrong with being rich and shit. There's nothing wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. I say that. Like, I aspire to be famous, known, rich. I want money. So, like I say, I can do what I want. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, do I really need money to do what I want? Like, the one thing I want to say is travel. It's people that literally be homeless and be traveling. Don't have no fucking money. Like, it's this girl I be watching, and she like a hitchhiker, but she be going every fucking where. Oh, I'ma stay here for a few days. She's not rich. She traveling and shit. She doing shit that I'm not doing. She seeing more of the world than I am. You know what I'm saying? And she the one, but at the end of the day, she's considered homeless. Like, it's just crazy. Like, people will judge, but you know, and I'm not gonna lie. If I did not have children, I would move a different way. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make sure I have certain stabilities and shit for my kids. Cause yeah, at the end of the day. But know that you don't have to wait until you get a certain thing. Like my whole thing is I do want that so that my kids don't have to worry about nothing. Like if something was to happen, they got the foundation, the resources, and all that to make sure they okay if I'm not here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the one thing I want is love. And I want my person, and I want me person to literally make change. If we can't make change in the whole fucking world, I want us to make change in a community and people and things, whatever. Because for real, we got free and stop being so trapped. Confirmation. I love y'all, family. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay loved, happy. You know what I'm saying? Love on yourself. Love on them babies. It's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm going to share this and then I'm going to close out, y'all. Because we had a celebration at my job today. And one of our participants, she came with her daughter. And her daughter was talking. She was loud. She was giving so much personality, though, right? But I could tell that the mom was like kind of annoyed because, you know, we was all talking and shit. It was boring shit. We was talking and shit, and she was trying to keep her quiet. The event was 2 hours. Like, what 5-year-old you know can really just sit and be quiet for 2 hours? Like, none. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she started getting restless and shit. She like, I'm bored. I want to go loud, like in the event. So I'm like, so I had asked the mom, like, is it okay if I take her to go get a snack from like our pantry or whatever? And she like, yeah, go ahead. So I take her to go get a little snack, and we just, you know what I'm saying? I love talking to kids. The kids be funny and shit, right? So we just chat. So I'm like, what's your name? Da da da. And how old are you? And I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, I got a baby too. All this extra shit, all this. Like, we just talking. I don't be cursing around the kids. I be real fairy godmotherly, like, real shit. I just was talking to her, and I just like, I know. I said, I know you tired of the old people talking. I said, and we almost done. I said, but I need you to promise that you won't be quiet while we wrap up. I said, then we can eat. And I was like, you like chicken? We got some chicken. We got some eggs and stuff like that. I'm just talking to her and shit. She like, all right. So she used to name. You know what I'm saying? Kids are really innocent and so sweet and just so loving. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I don't know. I'm a boy mom, but I can't wait until I do have a daughter just because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But I know that the one thing I am very happy for is that I'm learning to be more in my feminine energy because I don't want to bring her into this world, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm masculine. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to soften up. And then hopefully by the time I do get my daughter and shit, I'll be real feminine, like be a little older. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Um but yeah. Damn. What was it a message in there? I think that was just really it. It just tickled me though. Cause you know what I'm saying? Kids be kids, and that's something else. Let kids be kids. Like, let kids be kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? And understand just the world. Like, that's something I was telling them. I'm like, you know, she was like, you know, I could just tell. Like, it just was like people had their kids, but they was older and they was quiet. Like, they had tablets and shit. And I could tell that, you know, she was getting restless because it was like, you know, just the spotlight on her and shit and just whatever. And I just told her, I said, at the end of the day, I said my son was about to have to come here too because I didn't think his babysitter was going with him because she had to go somewhere. But I said she ended up coming through. But if she did, he would have been here right with us. And I said, don't ever feel bad. You know what I'm saying? People have children. That's a part of life. Children are a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Raising children, being there for your children, all that is a part of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So it's like, you know, make sure that you nurturing them babies and understand. Like, now don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie, certain places is not for kids, but I will say that if you are in a setting where there are children, understand that children are going to be children. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also too as a parent, depending on the dynamic situation, make sure that you are teaching your children, you know what I'm saying, etiquette, confirmation. Like, at the end of the day, like, let children be children, but it's a time and a place for everything as well, if that makes sense. Like, you know, for my people that need to hear that, because some people do be letting their kids act a fool, act like fucking buffoons and shit, and don't be saying nothing. And it just be like, all right now. That's when Aunt Helena step in. Like, I be like, ooh, why is you being mean to your mom? Why is you being mean? Don't do that. They just be looking. Sometimes you really gotta talk to kids too. That's one thing I noticed. Like, I really be talking, be talking to them and shit. Like, and yeah, it's so funny because I actually had that happen. It's been coming near me. I'ma rebuke that. Every time that happen, that mean a baby coming. Fuck that. But I actually had that happen to me too. It was a boy that came into our pantry, and he was acting up, yelling and shit. And I was like, let your mom get her food. You acting crazy. You too big to be acting. I'm like, what you want to get some eggs or something? Because we got Easter eggs and shit. I don't know why we got Easter eggs in there, child, but we got Easter eggs in there. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Help another parent out. Like, I'm a firm believer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be on no shit where you like, you know, but parents be moms be overwhelmed and shit. You don't have to be on no shit where you whooping their ass and all that or doing too much. But like, it's okay to be like, You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can see that, I don't know, even if the child not being bad, but the parent just made what's the name? Like, yeah, it's okay. Like, but for my people where you see, like, if somebody got a fucking badass kid, like, you know what I'm saying, you could tell they just overwhelmed and stressed. You could tell them, don't do that. Don't be into your mind. You gotta do it. You gotta do it a certain way. I don't know how to explain it, but for my people that get it, that you know, you be aunties, uncles, and shit. You know what I'm talking about. And but for real, lend that good love your hand. I be quick. You know what I'm saying? Be quick to tell them, don't do that to my friend. I don't know they mind from a can of paint. Don't do that to my friend. That is not nice. You know what I'm saying? That is. So I don't know who need to hear that, who for, but definitely help each other out. Even with the dads and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Kids don't really be acting up that much with their dads. Kids be good as shit. Kids be good as shit with the daddy. Like, that be the thing. Kids be good as shit with the dad. With mom, they be acting the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love y'all babies. And I'll be back. Another day, another dollar. Tomorrow, what's day on the timer? 44. Thought I seen a 3/4, but I could be mistaken. I love y'all so much. Ashe. If you like my energy, please like and subscribe. Thank you for coming to Helena's talk today. And we'll be back. If you like my energy, like and subscribe. If you want to donate, my Cash App, PayPal, Zelle is in the description.